Hey, welcome back. It's a Money Monday, and repeatedly, over and over again, my friends and family who know I'm on air, they call me during the show. It's crazy. But we're really lucky because Erin Elmore was supposed to be here for one segment. I asked her to stay for two. She stayed. I asked her to stay for three. She stayed again. We'll bring Frankie into this one.
Don't press
also.
your luck, John. I mean,
three's a charm,
exactly.
they say.
Right.
I'm not going to go too hard, but thank you for hanging with us. Really appreciate it. What's happening, Frankie?
Well, I'm eager to
Break
get
it down.
both of your take. I know you were just talking about Robert De Niro's acceptance speech for his Lifetime Achievement Award at the SAG Awards. But I forgot the SAG Awards were on yesterday. I love award shows. I would have watched it, but I was watching football instead. But everybody is talking about not something that happened on stage, not something that happened with the winning film Parasite, first foreign film ever to win this award, but everyone's talking about something that happened behind the scenes, and evidently Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston interacted with one another, and the internet has actually broken because of the reaction to this. You can see, this is the front page of the New York Post today. I mean, the world is abuzz, and I'm curious about your reaction about the ex-couple interacting.
I don't know. What happened to Brad Pitt's chin? Can we see that picture again? Can we see that again? Can we see that, Frankie?
Yeah, throw it up there if you would there.
Am I crazy?
Maybe he's just making a face. He's making a face, yeah.
All right, maybe.
But you know what? They look alike.
Yeah, they do kind of look
Right?
alike.
They kind of look alike.
Maybe they're secretly related, and that's why their marriage didn't work out, like Rudy Giuliani and his first wife.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah,
That was before my time.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Rudy married a cousin twice removed or something.
So that means like you're like a fourth or fifth cousin?
Something like that.
With all these DNA tests, you shouldn't be doing that.
Exactly.
Moving
You're
on.
exactly right. Okay. Now, this is a little bit of breaking news, which has broken within the course of the last 45 minutes. But the president's lawyers have filed a brief with the Senate, an impeachment brief. They're calling the impeachment charges, quote, an affront to the Constitution and our democratic institutions, close quote. And in an executive summary of the pretrial brief to the Senate, the president's legal team argued that the charge of obstruction of Congress was frivolous and dangerous. And the summary adds the Senate needs to speedily reject the articles of impeachment and acquit President Trump. So when things kick off tomorrow, we will see how this brief is received.
Erin, as an attorney, have you ever heard of anything in the criminal code called obstruction of Congress?
No, absolutely not. Moreover, Alan Dershowitz, someone who I had immense respect for, has already said that this isn't a sound charge, especially that the Supreme Court has just decided to hear two cases on this subject matter. If you're the president of the United States, you have certain authority that you don't have to Congress, and you can sort of circumvent them in many ways. This is not a charge that's even related to anything with the Ukraine. What are they doing?
I'm confused.
Alan Dershowitz, he's going to be on the legal team, as we said Friday, talking about the constitutional grounds for impeachment. So he did the rounds of a lot of the Sunday shows talking about it. Adam Schiff was asked about Alan Dershowitz's response to the impeachment charges. This is what Adam Schiff said in response to Alan Dershowitz.
Logic of that absurdist position that's being now adopted by the president is he could give away the state of Alaska. He could withhold execution of sanctions on Russia for interfering in the last election to induce or coerce Russia to interfere in the next one. That would have appalled, the mere idea of this would have appalled the founders who were worried about exactly that kind of solicitation of foreign interference in an election for a personal benefit, the danger it poses to national security. That goes to the very heart of what the framers intended to be impeachable.
Can you believe the chairman of the Intelligence Committee has zero intelligence?
I was just going to say, is he a member of Mensa? I think not.
I don't know what's happening there, but
His neck gets smaller every time he's on air.
Did you see Trump? Did you see Trump talking about his neck? You see, he buys the smallest collar size, and he's still got a little pencil neck sticking out of it.
God, it's so sad.
Yeah, he's a strange guy. I mean, it seems like this whole thing is manufactured, and I don't know what the end game is when you know the Senate's just gonna.
I have used that line a couple of times. What's the play here? What's the long play here?
I don't know what it is. I mean, I heard Maxine Waters on the Sunday shows yesterday talking about that her committee, the Finance Committee, is still looking for records from Deutsche Bank, and if they have to, they'll start a new impeachment. Are they going to just keep trying to impeach him?
I mean, that's not going to bode well for the Democrats, especially Democrats in blue and purple states, because in Trump districts, sometimes, every once in a while, a Democrat does get through. One in my home state of Pennsylvania, Connor Lamb, over in Western PA, got through as a Democrat, but he voted on impeachment. Yes, in the House. He's done.
Right. A lot of
So what
these
is the long
freshmen.
play?
I don't know what it is. I think they really jeopardized this supposed blue wave when all these freshman Congress people came in. They're all going the ones. There's 19 of them in districts that Trump won in the presidential. I think they're all in for a tough time.
Watch that one in Pennsylvania, because the guy that's running against him as a Republican is a very well-esteemed military gentleman who's written several books. This guy's out. That's one right there.
That's one. And I got one in Staten Island, one Max Rose, who was a military vet, and one saying he was going to be a moderate. He wasn't going to be Nancy Pelosi's tool. Wrote an editorial, an op-ed in our local paper where he said he was against impeachment. It'll divide us. And then Nancy Pelosi said, hey, if you want some DNCC money, you better vote for it. And he went down to Washington and voted for it. So Max Rose, he's in trouble too. We're in big trouble now because Erin's going to be gone. But Kimberly Guilfoyle's going to be here, Joe Pignone and Josh Kravitz. Dr. Robbie Ludwig is going to be here and talk to you about all the great things that are happening out there in the world. And just stay right there for a Money Monday. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back right after this.